they announce it like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, they
Got it.
remind you.
I was gonna say, yeah, they mentioned it in the first one. I didn't see the second one yet.
Just the right amount of Cole Young.
Does he die? Please say.
No, don't tell.
No
us.
spoilers. No spoilers.
You got people watching. I can't spoil it now. I'll text it to you. James.
Oh, we're
Just
live.
came out.
Oh, my bad.
I'll text it to you, James.
All right, text it to me. There you go.
Yeah,
Hi,
just
my
the
name's
James.
and I want to ruin everything. Welcome to Jackass. Hi, I'm Jason Kelsey, and I played for the Eagles. Welcome to fucking Horror Sir Sturdy. That's what we're gonna change our name to.
See,
Jason Kelsey impersonator.
But you got to make his voice a little bit deeper,
Hey,
guys.
if it makes me
Make it a
money,
little
I'll do
more
it.
country.
James Kelsey, the third Kelsey brother.
there you go.
I have homeboys who went to school with Travis. Not James though.
Not James.
Travis really like that though in real life. Travis really thinks he's black.
Not
No
anymore.
shit. Not anymore while he's with Taylor.
Oh yeah.
That's
Now he-
Wonder Bread all day.
Now he pronounces his E's and his R's.
I hope not with certain words, but
Oh, you know he said that word plenty of times.
Oh yeah, for sure he said that. I got stories.
He was throwing out A's at the end of that word all day long. But now with Tay Tay, it's ER all the way.
Yeah.
I won't put that on her though. I'm not gonna put that.
I don't know. She started as a country singer, so I just at this point I'm like, they're all the same.
Just think she went from Tom Hiddleston to Travis Kelsey.
Did you go up? Did you go up on that?
Yeah, I went up on that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's just keeping the timelines all together, but whatever.
How about the Black Plague we like to call the hantavirus?
Oh yeah, we got a new virus coming out. Yeah, that's cool.
That's Taylor's
coming out
fault
like a
too.
movie.
I mean,
It's coming out.
I mean,
I'm
Travis
hoping-
Kelsey or
Oh,
I'm hoping this is
An album
a
drop.
virus, though. I'm hoping this is
Yeah,
an album
album
virus.
drop.
Who would you want up your ass more, the hantavirus or Travis Kelsey?
well, I don't know if the rat
Travis
goes
Kelsey
up
with the
or you go
hantavirus.
into the rat, but that's probably how it starts.
Zombie virus? Yeah.
No, the hantavirus.
Oh. No, I'm
It's
saying the
spread by
hantavirus-
rats, and the only way it can be really spread is you have to have a very close
Wait, do you mean rats on a boat?
rats.
I
on a
know a
boat.
movie where there's lots of rats on a boat.
I'm just saying, I'm hoping that the rat
The
virus.
breed.
Oh
These-
yes, the Demeter.
I'm just hoping that the rat virus is technically the T virus. That's what I'm hoping for.
The weird thing is I brought up the hantavirus and I didn't even make the connection of Nosferatu or what we know as Dracula mythos, but
It's
it is
weird.
quite
It's weird.
timely to think about.
With his weird little fucking fingers.
Long ass nails.
Yeah.
But I want to say two things. One, I do have an intro, and two, just for you, those of you out there that may be watching this, when we're talking about rats, and we're not talking about snitches, we're talking about the animals. Just so you guys know that.
Yeah.
But stay
And
tuned.
snitches.
What's good, Sturdy Slashers? Welcome to episode 597 of Horror Research 30. Fair warning, spoilers lurk ahead. If you haven't sunken your teeth into this film, you may want to go watch it first and then crawl right back into the nightmare. Tonight, we're headed to the 19th century where we will be discussing the gothic 2024 horror film Nosferatu, which was released in Berlin December 2nd, 2024, released right here in the US on Christmas of 2024. For those that don't know what that is, December 25th. Directed and written by Robert Eggers, starring Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok, Lily Rose Depp as Ellen Hunter, and Nicholas Hoult as Thomas Hunter. I gotta say this. If you've seen the original film or not, the silent film that is, which came out in 1922 of Nosferatu, I think you should give it a revisit if you've seen it before. And if you've never seen it, I think you should definitely check it out. I watched it once. I did not like it, but I am going to revisit it. Sturdy Slashers, I gotta tell you guys something. Speaking on me revisiting the original Nosferatu, which I do plan on doing that in the near future. Between last week's movie, Dracula, and tonight's movie of Nosferatu, I may have to sink my fangs in some more vampire films. You guys, if you've been around here for a while, slashers, 30 slashers, you guys know how I feel about vampire films for the most part. But these two films may make me change my mind. It may make me not only look for more films I've never seen before as far as the vampire thing goes, because that I would do regardless, but also go back to some of the ones I may or may not have liked so much and just give them another chance. And with that said, what are some of your favorite vampire films? Let us know down in the comments as we slice and dice 2024's Nosferatu. Welcome to the madness.
A little scary, Sturdy. I know
A
you're
little
lying.
scary. I mean, you need needed to do Bill Skarsgård's weird Eastern European voice for that.
Is Freddie Mercury face.
I was
That's my only real gripe with this is like, and the thing I love about it is it's based on like
And
that
actual barons.
like actual barons at that time and such, like of that and in that area. So the look is legit, but I think it was just taking me aback a little bit in this movie because I was like, wow, you know, you look like what's his name, Thrag from Invincible. But you know, not as imposing. But again, that's like my only issue with this whole movie. I think this is a fantastic movie.
Second best vampire movie I've seen last year.
Well, this is my second viewing, and Mick, I'll be honest, when I saw it the first time, I was in your camp as of, you know, the biggest downfall was possibly how they portrayed Count Orlok, especially physically. But watching it a second time, I enjoyed the movie so much more, and it made a little bit more sense. Now, the blowjob mustache, whatever, I don't understand that one, but I mean that maybe that's a reference to 70s porn. I don't know. But overall, we didn't need somebody to try to be Max Shrek again. And you know, we've got Willem Dafoe who already played Max Shrek in a film.
Oh,
So
yeah, Shadow of the Vampire.
yeah. So definitely I think Eggers knew he had to do something different.
Which I appreciate when it comes to this character, and I know it needed to be different. Again, I'm fine with the look. And again, and I understand like that Romanian area, you know, especially German influence on this of the 1800s and those looks. And it is by today's standards silly because that look has been sort of co-opted and reworked into ways where we can laugh our ass off when we see him out there in movies or on the street with that, you know, that type of mustache, that type of hair, the whole nine. My only thing with this is another one is I don't feel like they fully nailed the first appearance of Orlok in this movie.
I might
Like
agree
that
with
original when he raises up is still cinematic magic, in my opinion. I'm not saying I needed the same thing. They did great work with the shadows. I think that matched beautifully, you know, or complemented beautifully the 22 version and such. My only thing was like the rise to it. I was like, I just feel like you could have pulled that out. It's almost my same gripe with Oppenheimer, where it's like, I just needed a bigger explosion. I realize you want to do it. I needed the real explosion because you needed to drive it home. This was like the first moment we see Orlok. I wanted him, knowing Eggers too, I didn't want it to be as subtle as it was.
I would never tell Robert Eggers that he needs to do anything different than his movies because he's Robert fucking Eggers.
Listen, filmmakers aren't perfect. He's damn near, but yeah.
I mean, you know, it's nowhere near as good as The Norseman, though. That's my favorite Eggers joint. But this is close.
Before I forget, in Norseman, sorry to interrupt, but one of the reasons, I haven't seen The Norseman, I really need to. But here's the thing: the crew on Nosferatu is almost exactly
same crew.
the same.
Yeah,
totally. I mean, it is his stock crew of people.
Trev, when you watch Nosferatu, though, smoke out though. If you do smoke out, because it's a fun experience watching that movie high.
No,
not Nosferatu. Sorry,
I pointed out like
smoke out.
Two small things that I didn't like about the overall movie. Like, I thought this movie was amazing. I love this movie.
Yeah,
it was just too small, and they were mostly preference things.
For this?
Yeah.
See, I like the look of Orlok though, because I feel like Orlok was the closest to like real life novel Dracula.
I didn't want Dracula.
But this is based on Dracula.
No, listen, I wrote a college paper on this.
Nosferatu is like the
22
world's
version.
biggest plagiarism situation.
Yeah.
It's used by Bram Stoker, but it's used incorrectly because it was a mess up in a journal essay about folklore in Transylvania.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean anything Dracula in my opinion, just screams like the world's biggest plagiaristic incident. I mean, yeah, I mean, I was going to say, you know, as we talk about this, I might start referring to, you know, Harker and Mina and Helsing by mistake.
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
But you can. It is Bram Stoker's. It's kind of the go-to, and everything has been either like ripped off from it or spawned from that ripoff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are aware that Bram Stoker's Dracula kicked us off with the vampires.
I know. It's obvious.
But like
It
that's
just
the
is
thing. It all
interesting that he did use Nosferatu in the book, and I mean, Murnau literally ripped it off, and you would think at least he would call it something than what was called in the book.
In the
I
book,
mean, this is, I mean,
because what's funny is that you probably
Nosferatu and Murnau were genius film, amazing, everything, but I don't think he was necessarily the smartest guy.
Oh no, he wasn't, because the estate for Bram Stoker got involved, and I think that's the reason why the copies are so hard to find, because they're like, hey, this is plagiarism.
Well,
No,
it was supposed to be destroyed.
Yeah,
And it just by chance it was saved.
Yeah.
No, it's not exactly the case.
Was that exactly the case? Okay.
They made the movie. There was no guardrails against them making it,
Mhm.
but Bram Stoker's wife came out and
Mhm.
started, and honestly, it was more mafia than it was lawful, making sure that could never come out. And that's what I'm saying. It's not exactly how you're making it out to be. It was like they were strong armed into not letting Nosferatu get anywhere, and then eventually it was found.
Yeah.
There's a lot in Nosferatu that isn't in the book that I think people who haven't actually read the book think are in the book.
Oh no! Well, yeah, there's,
And that's a big problem, because the more and more I talk to people about the Dracula movies, because if you go to Dracula in 31, that's closer in common to Nosferatu than it is Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
yes.
But every time I talk to somebody, it's like, yeah, well, this is about the book. If you read the book, you know it's not.
No.
It's nowhere near that, yeah.
I didn't read it, so it's not.
It
So
was more of a copyright issue in
it was,
which
there really wasn't. There was no
there was
copyright
muscle
issue.
put in, as you said.
That's it,
But-
though. That
Yeah,
was
but
the
it
copyright
was a
issue.
significant shit went down based on what would today pass as plagiarism.
It was honestly it was a filmmaker in the early days of filmmaking, before all of that, who made an adaptation on a book, which was happening every day. Every movie we were getting were adaptations on books that were not paying rights to those books. They were adapting the books because it was the old west of filmmaking in the silent era. So by the time you got to that, the people with money, which was what's her name? What's her name? Something.
Anne Rice. Yes.
No, not Anne Rice. I can't remember his wife's name. But and
I think
then
it's Anne Stoker. I think she had his last
I
name.
think it was Anne Stoker. Yeah.
there you go. So
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
she and then she went in with her muscle and her money and tried to have the movie completely devoid, even though it was doing well and the book sales were up because of it.
Damn, they got bread. They had bread like that she could do that shit.
Dracula was a very popular book,
Oh, extremely.
and I get why she wanted to be so protective of it, but I also
Damn, he died young. He's only 64.
well, I mean, back then that wasn't
Back
that
then.
Yeah, I know. Get past
So
35.
like, you watch this movie, and like the thing about this movie, it's not even particularly a great story. It's a silent movie. Dracula is a book I think everybody should read. It's not the greatest quintessential book of all time. It gets more love because of the movies these days than actual being a book. It's just a good book. Frankenstein's a better book.
Oh man, I can't get
Oh,
it.
yes,
Frankenstein. I
Frankenstein
fucking
is a
hate
gorgeous
Frankenstein, dog. He's so emo in that fucking story. Sorry, this is Nosferatu.
But no,
I've
the point
always
with it is, though, the technological
literary gothic. So
the technological aspects of the filmmaking in that 22 version were astounding and still inspired horror filmmaking to this day
Which
and
22?
still inspire filmmakers to this day with those technical achievements.
Which 22? Because now we got two 22s in memory.
Well, what are you talking about?
Which 20? You said 22. Which 22?
19.
1922 or
1920.
2022?
Oh, come on.
You know, damn well it's gonna come out no damn
You know when that movie came out.
Which 22?
Hey man, we gotta. It's a
Oh
legit question.
man. But let's dive into ratings, no reason, and then we'll dive into all the other stuff right after. But James, what did you give this? No, it's for about 2 from 2024.
7.
7. How about you, Mick?
I'm gonna give this one for now a 9.
All right, Pimper.
Trevor?
I'm also going to give it a 9. Whether it's fair to Eggers or not, but I'm really, really good. Sometimes doesn't go in the right direction. And I think that maybe this could be a top tier rating film, but let's just see how it ages in comparison to his other work and such. So I'll go 9.
Johnny?
Ocho.
I think I'm about 8 right now. It's going between 7.5 and 8.
Oh, so you liked it better than the first time?
Who, me?
Yeah. Didn't you say you didn't like it the first time you seen it?
Oh, no. So I meant the silent film. When I said that,
Yeah,
from 1922,
Oh,
I didn't like the
that's right.
silent
Okay,
film.
gotcha,
I'm
okay.
that one again. No, this one I had a good time with. I think what happened for me though too, like I said in the intro, and I was like, between this movie and Dracula, makes me want to get like more into the vampire lore of films because I'm not really a big fan.
I've been
of
trying to get you in vampire movies forever.
but
There's
there's just been a lot that I've seen there've been a lot of misses for me. So then once it comes to that, it's just like I'll watch it, but I'm not excited to watch that.
Just don't watch Twilight.
I mean, when Twilight's your introduction, cause yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, Twinkling Vampires. Sturdy, if you like, I can curate you a small list of very distinct, very well-made vampire films that do not necessarily pull from the Bram Stoker source material.
Honestly, I think you should probably go with movies that are unlike the Bram Stoker.
Like you talking about like Ganja and Hess and fucking.
No, he hated
Hess
Ganja
sucks.
and Hess.
Oh, I hated that movie.
What about
I'm
the
thinking
sweet-
more
what about
like
the-
Tony
what about
Scott's
Sweet
The
Blood of
Hunger or
Jesus?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Thirst,
yep.
Stuff like that.
Which is there's a Korean and an Australian Thirst, which are both phenomenal vampire films.
Johnny, I hate to break it to you. You know a lot
Yes.
about movies, but when it comes to me,
Yes.
if I'm like,
Which one?
hey,
Which one is the?
you don't want to watch a Dracula type movie? No, I'm not thinking about the movie you're thinking.
Which one is Which one's the one with Susan Sarandon? And she like showed her titties.
The Hunger.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yep. Mhm. That's what I was going to suggest because that's one of my all-time favorite. That's my favorite Tony Scott
Bowie was
film.
in that too, right?
Yeah, Bowie
Yeah.
and Catherine Deneuve.
Once
And it's
Bitten.
Such a good movie. And
What's
Bauhaus opened the film with Bela Lugosi's Dead.
Don't watch Once Bitten.
There's
Yeah.
one I'm thinking of that I want you to watch too. The
Vampire's
Daughters.
Kiss.
Shut up for 5
Daughters of
seconds.
Darkness.
Daughters of Darkness. Yeah.
Beautiful film.
And Vampire's Kiss. You should watch that too. You will love Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire.
No, you
doubt
would
that.
not. No, you won't.
I highly doubt that, Johnny.
Do not listen to him.
I'm not.
Daughters of
I'm not.
Darkness is amazingly transgressive.
Yeah.
Amazing European stuff.
You know,
Not
who's in it, though, right?
transgender, transgressive.
Transgressive, yes.
Listen, I heard transgressive. But what I was gonna say too was like, so going back to last week's film and then going to this film, I do also enjoy and I think watching these two films made me enjoy them a little bit more. But I do enjoy them. But like a period piece film, it's just again, it has to be done right to the extent of if it's a slow burn, make it interesting, make it worth it. Don't just have a slow burn and talk and just be boring throughout the thing. Like that's
All right,
That gets
don't watch
so
Daughters of Darkness.
that
Yeah,
gets
but
so
I
annoying.
think I can make you a Hammer Film Studios fan pretty easily.
Oh, the Hammer joints are off the chain. With
Mm.
Christopher Lee. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
Peter
Probably.
Cushing.
yeah, those shits are off the chain.
Oh, Near Dark is good.
Near Dark's off the
Near
chain.
Dark
I like
is-
that, I like that
oh,
more than Lost Boys, which came out same.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's again these movies here. I'm just like, holy shit, vampire movies. Maybe they're not so bad after all. So
Fright Night.
let me go.
Yeah,
and,
it's
Also, check
classic.
out-
The original Fright
also-
Night is a classic.
No,
Also,
the
check
original,
out
not the
Daybreakers,
remake.
too.
Remake
Show that.
sucks.
Check that out
I
as
like
well.
the remake.
Daybreakers
Daybreakers
is
is
dope too. So
awesome.
check that out.
With
William Dafoe, who's also
Willem
in
Dafoe, and
Nosferatu.
and it was directed by somebody really wild. But Daybreakers is an underappreciated film.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke. He in that
Ethan
joint.
Hawke, and
That's also another vampire movie because you need to watch
yes,
Stone.
Dusk Till Dawn.
You can
What's
watch
the shit?
Batman Dracula, the Andy Warhol film.
I like you bring up the animated movie. They made an
Oh,
animated
look.
Batman Dracula as well.
maybe I'll watch the
Batman
animated version of it, but I don't know about that live action shit. I'm good on. I'll pass on that one.
No, it's Andy
For
Warhol.
now.
So it's art.
You don't like Andy Warhol? What's wrong with you?
It's not something I probably want to see him in. I don't know if I like him or not.
well,
but
the,
I
the
Oh,
Paul
what is
Morrissey
Batman?
films are great themselves.
I bet that's a line in a porno. Vampire porno.
That Andy Warhol.
I say
is
just
off the
watch
chain?
Waxwork and let it all go.
What's that? Did I ever see Waxwork? Oh no.
You should, if you haven't.
I think.
It's a
I don't
great
know.
Also, watch this other indie that came out in 1998. I think it's called Blade. Yeah,
Oh,
check it out.
Blade.
Oh, that was classic.
Skip the first two and watch Blade Trinity. It's the best.
So that's
I
the
agree.
damn
It's
people in it,
Blade.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's a nice little indie film. Yeah.
This
If Ryan
guy.
Reynolds isn't in it, then it's not good.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
do suggest if you don't like
The
Nosferatu,
Spirit Brothers. Daybreaker.
if you don't like Nosferatu the original, check out Shadow of Vampire,
Hmm.
77.
the making of, and I would check out the 77 version, Vampire's Kiss,
Mhm.
Vampire's Kiss?
or Last Vampire. No, it's Nosferatu, the Last Vampire, not Vampire.
Yeah,
You got me
yeah.
all fucking mixed up with that.
If you do,
Also,
like the
Nicholas Hoult in this movie is basically playing Renfield. Let's be real.
Yeah.
original, he's good. He's really good.
Yeah.
I
See,
mean,
I'm not
I'm going to use it. I'm going to say I'm going to use the wrong one. He is Harker with some major fucking balls.
I do like that.
He's Thomas, but yeah.
Yeah.
Usually Harker's a cook, so I do like that.
Mhm.
Didn't make him.
The BBC miniseries of Dracula is pretty good too. It's like
Oh, that one's
three-episode-
Wait, what?
There's some. I mean, it's the thing. You say Dracula in itself is almost like it is a subgenre. Vampirism
Oh,
is
God.
a huge subgenre of horror.
Oh, I know why you're laughing, James. It was the timing of that.
Yeah.
What?
With what he said. I forgot what someone said, but
You said
Dracula.
BBC.
What did I say?
Oh, I said that Harker's a cuck, and then you said BBC.
Oh,
You
yeah,
said
like,
BBC.
right after that, here comes the BBC. So that's what it was. James like, wait, what?
It threw me off. Like, wait, what the
Holy shit! Holy shit!
There's a very good Pakistani vampire film.
I would check that out too.
I'll remember the name at some point, but it's cool.
Somebody nerd out about the cinematography in this movie, though. This is like,
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness!
Oh my god.
Did
Beautiful.
anybody else feel that it could be put like The Lighthouse into 133.1
Mhm.
and the way the cinematographer did it, it would still look as good? Because of course they say don't center things, but so much of this film is centered, and I think Mick, do you feel that was an artistic reason to do it?
Oh yeah. Honestly, if you look at Egger's work, most of it is all centered.
Yeah.
Everything is the symmetry in his movies is gorgeous, and it plays well. And the color work that he puts against everything is amazing. Now, a lot of people might call him oversaturated. I don't. This is all choice. Every aspect of the look is a choice for him, and I get why he goes for stories that allow him to tell these. Like, you know, they're not all the same cinematography when you look at The Lighthouse or The Norseman or any one of his movies. Like this has some blue hues to it that really work and play well into the horror. Yeah, but like to your point of like how everything is centered, like now I want to get centered. That's how it's making me feel. But everything is symmetrical, plays off each other, because when you finally get to something that is so uncomfortable, it's always askew.
Mm-hmm.
It always takes away that center, that clear, the shapes, everything are all pulled together nicely and beautifully and work well. So he really knows how to hit you hard when he gets to that horror, and it's something that's off-putting.
Mm.
He does a beautiful job with a tribute to German Expressionism with this film. Whether it's doing new things or doing old things, the shadows, the hand over the city, so many references, of course, from the original Nosferatu, but also from Faust and so many other legendary Vampire by Theodor Dreyer. They're all kind of wonderful references in here to those films. I mean, Eggers is not just a filmmaking genius. He's the kind of guy you'd like just to sit around with and just pick his head about what movies he watches.
Yeah.
He's one of the top auteurs in filmmaking right now. Him, Coogler, Nolan, Peele. I know I'm missing some people, and as I think about it, I'll be able to. But that's like your round table as of right now. The ones in this generation that are like with every movie, every passing movie, it is something different and is something spectacle and something beautiful and a great story. Like really, these are filmmakers who truly understand the process of making a movie from the very first, whether you're putting pen to paper or you're finding the script, all the way to the end when you're working with the editor and piecing this together and then it's finally coming out. Like it's every aspect, of course, is perfect. And I love that horror is getting such a beautiful, by these people, is getting a beautiful, like sort of build right now, with Sinners and then this and others. Like auteur directors aren't afraid to do horror, whereas back in the day they shied away from it because it was like a death sentence for their business or for their work. Now because I think horror is one of those, you need every aspect of filmmaking to tell an effective horror movie. That's why we see so many that are made independently that are just god awful.
Yeah.
It's because you need the people who need to collaborate on this to collaborate on it. Whatever story you're telling, you need good props, you need good sets, you need good lighting, you need good camera work, you need you need good sound, everything. And it's one of those, if you understand filmmaking, you can really tell a great horror movie. If you're good and you're building yourself as a filmmaker and you're willing to work and collaborate, you're going to tell a good horror movie that people are going to want to watch. If you can't collaborate and you have issues with that, or you want to be the writer, director, producer, all the way down the line, you're making shit.
Well, as I brought up before, he has, I mean, the classic auteurs had like a stock company, but like Eggers is really hardcore with this. Pretty much verbatim, the crew from Norseman are the crew for Nosferatu, but also a lot of them go back as far as The Witch. So this is a creator, a director, a genius that has loyalty behind him, and that's just beautiful to see, because you know that it is a collaborative effort and not an ego trip.
Well, every filmmaker that you can see that has crew members come back, you can tell they're not just a great filmmaker, they're a good person.
Yeah. Yep.
They get along because you have to work with these people, you have to get along with them, you got to it's not just about looking up and saying, because any one of those people could go get a job on another set very easily.
He's a lot like,
or just
James
not
Gunn
show
that
up
way.
one day.
I was gonna say though, what I like about Eggers is I think that Eggers gets interesting performances from his leads, just characters in general. I wouldn't even say leads, and I love watching like his performers play in that world, especially William Dafoe. Well, I really love William Dafoe in this movie. I really do, and I actually like a lot of what Bill Skarsgård has done as performer, embodying Nosferatu, Count Orlok. And Lily Rose Depp, who I was never really compelled by as a performer. She does a good job here. Yeah, she's pretty amazing in here. And she's more than that show, The Idol, which was fucking terrible. but she was pretty damn good in this one. I'm actually very impressed by her.
Eggers is able to bring out amazing things in performers' faces.
Yes.
And just, yeah, there's a scene in which Ellen contorts and has a seizure and everything. That was researched. That was something a director went through and explained. This is how this would perceivably happen if it was an episode of a seizure or this. You can just tell that he's detailed in a way that he wants his actors to understand and also grow. And yet again, good person.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to dislike his labyrinth, and I'm very scared.
Oh, I'm worried about that one too.
But because they're not gonna do magic dance.
Yeah, that's the best part of the movie.
You,
And a door knocker, the lion doors.
Oh, so my baby crying hard.
just,
If I had to nitpick this, it's just like I don't mind slow burns.
I love slow burns, man. Especially when it's
But it, like you said
pretty to look at.
earlier, I think Aaron and Johnny, where it make you got to do it right. It has to build up to something. It can't just talk and get nowhere. You're like, the fuck. But they did a good job in this one. But it is a slow burn. Like that's I can see a lot of people going, "Oh, it's slow, it's boring, blah 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 blah." But it's not. You're seeing the scenes, how everything, the music and everything going along with it. I'm like, this is good.
And I
I
think
didn't mind the original. It's silent film. Yeah, I like dialogue. It was kind of, but I liked how it looked.
Yeah, so I do want to go back and revisit that one, but then on this one too, how you were saying like with the slow burn, how you enjoyed the story and stuff. What I want to add on to that as well is going back to the cinematography conversation. I feel like the cinematography was shot so well in this film is where it helps tell the story. Because if the cinematography was shit in this movie, especially because there's a lot of dark scenes, especially in those dark scenes where you're supposed to kind of see Count Orlok but not really see him. If that shit's done bad, that's gonna ruin that whole scene right there, which is gonna ruin the movie. It takes out that it takes out a lot of feeling from it, whether it's fear, whether it's passion, whether it's anger, whatever it is. It'll take that away because it's just like I can't see what's going on. I can't really feel what's going on with the story you're trying to tell with this shitty ass cinematography. And you can say the same about this script. Like this is one of those films where we say writing is very, very, very important, and this showed it. Now it may not. By this being a good script, a really good movie, it's not for everybody. I know this. I know that this type of film is not for everybody, but give it a chance. I gotta say, give it a chance. And honestly, watch it with a significant other. That may make it a little bit easier. Just for some of the romantic aspects of film. If you're someone who's not really in the romance in film, which I'm not minding this whole romance in film when it comes to horror stuff, as long as it doesn't overtake it. I mean, the past few weeks, it's been some sort of a romantic way, or in this, I guess you could say with Dracula and with this, in a way, there's a sense of romance in a way.
It's very romantic. This film for Nosferatu is extremely romantic.
Do you think it's romantic? Wow. I felt like
but you
romantic in a very evil way.
Yeah,
it's romance through manipulation.
Yeah.
I mean, manipulative and romance go hand in hand when it comes to film. I mean, you watch a lot of those quote unquote romantic movies, and it's all manipulation.
Oh, you mean like
it's a lot of manipulation with a pretty boy. So, this is such a romantic movie. I'm like, this dude was stalking you the whole time. He threw you in the trunk and kidnapped the chick, and you're saying that's romance?
Was pretty, though.
He threatened to kill himself because he didn't want to date him.
No, because here's my argument with that all the time, right? All those romantic movies. Oh, this is such a beautiful movie. Change all those people to dudes who look like Flavor Flav. Is it still a romantic movie?
It's called Nosferatu.
I mean, I'm sorry, Nosferatu didn't really. I mean,
Well,
What are you
it's
talking about?
not.
I
We
thought he
getting
looked good. He was gorgeous.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
you got-
not,
you got- but
like
he's a
romantic
vampire.
in a like a Twilight way, but
Ugh.
there is this romantic quality to. It's more akin to what you would call romantic Gothic literature than romantic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You gotta remember-
it's romantic in its darkness, and also her sacrifice
Mm-hmm.
to kill Nosferatu is a very romantic way to die if you look at Gothic literature.
You also
Oh.
got to remember at a time like this when it was really Gothic and the literature was coming out, women were almost being sold off by their fathers for the
Mhm.
dowry.
Mhm.
And so they dreamed about banging dead guys instead of having to bang their husbands.
I didn't mean these times. I just meant romantic movies, and I'm not talking about
Fucking hate
Gothic
that.
horror and all that. I'm talking about just romantic movies in general.
Bodice
Listen,
strippers
Sturdy,
with horror.
But
You ever steamroll my joke again and I'm out of here.
Yeah.
listen.
I want to hear more from James Kelsey over here. If
Don't
you're
talk
gonna be
about
like
my
that.
dad like that.
Yeah, Mick.
Nick Kelsey,
Nope.
Aaron,
That's-
bump my score up to an 8.
bump it up to an 8.
Okay, we got the three
Gotcha.
Ocho boys up here. We the Ocho boys.
The Ocho Boys.
All right, guys, I gotta go though.
I like said you got to
Best
bounce
of
your
luck
show.
tonight.
Yeah.
I gotta tell these
Great
jokes. Gotta tell these jokes some money.
There you go.
Gotta get paid.
I'm thrilled to hear how it goes.
Record it.
Yeah.
Put it on YouTube.
I
Yeah,
can't
give it
record
the-
it. My phone sucks. I
Ah,
gotta get a new phone.
You got to get some good friends. Listen,
that's what
yo.
I'm saying. Have them come in with the phones.
fair.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true.
You know what you
Yeah.
do is you just buy him something. Listen, man. I'm an up and coming comedian. I'll get you something to eat. I'll get you something to drink. One drink though, because you know how you got them friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
one drink
free
limit.
drinks.
Yeah.
Because then you end up drunk and not recording anything.
I got a few. Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought you.
But-
Few of those.
But yeah, go make some people laugh though, cuz
All right, I'm going, man.
Take
I'll
care,
be watching on the way. All right.
See you,
Peace.
sir.
Peace.
Jimmy. Later.
Mhm.
So Nosferatu,
Nosferatu.
the stinkiest fucking vampire around.
Mm-hmm.
The mustache shows he saw sweaty down and below. He doesn't
So
watch-
no, because another remake recently came out. What do you think better? What's better, Sandlot or Nosferatu?
Sandlot or
So
Nosferatu?
you mean Salem's Lot?
Salem's Lot. That's it. My
Okay,
bad. Not
Sa-
Sandlot.
Salem's
Wow.
Lot.
Very different movies.
Yeah,
Very, very
Salem's Lot. My bad.
Yeah.
Because I like that one. too.
Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot.
I think I would have
Um,
enjoyed Sandlot a lot better with vampires.
Me too. I think it would have been cool.
They have to play the vampire baseball team at night.
Listen.
Fucking Collins.
I want to talk more about this. You know how fun? Because I enjoyed the Sandlot movie, but a Halloween version of that would have been.
Oh yeah, no.
Hilarious.
The one thing I love watching is undead children come out to play baseball
Yeah,
every night. That's gonna make for a really good fun time.
it is.
Hell yeah.
Hey
Or-
kids, how
or-
did you
or-
get here? We
No.
died.
Yeah, and the Sandlot kids got to play the dead vampires for the field. Then the vampires they get freed or whatever, and that vampire shit happens. I don't know.
There was a gambling bet. We won't kill everybody in this town if you beat us in baseball.
It's a property war over a block.
We got your dad. Dennis Leary's just standing there like, "Arr."
Got you dead.
At
Oh,
dusk,
shit.
we go down.
They got water bottles filled with blood.
Going 30 days a night
That's
on
our
you little
Gatorade.
fuckers.
even the beast is a goddamn vampire. Be a wild one.
I'm gonna
Wow.
go Pacino on your face. No, that was De Niro. Sorry, De Niro.
A lot of adaptation.
Untouchables. How'd I mess that one up?
She's got a fat vein.
Wow.
I don't even know where Al Pacino came from other than Trevor.
Oh,
Noah.
either.
So I went all in on Al
But
Pacino being
I
the,
miscast. The
I have now
Untouchables with
remade
Robert De Niro.
the Sandlot into half the Sandlot, half Bad News Bears with Al Pacino as the coach, who's a vampire. They're all vampires. So like this movie's already writing itself. Like
Yeah,
gold.
I mean,
Gold.
And somehow we can make it into a universe that will involve Herbie the car.
That's how they get there. That's how they.
Yeah, exactly.
Herbie's there. He's the umpire.
Is it Herbie? Owned by
And
Disney?
we do an AI Don Knotts. I think we can get the family.
You keep
to
Don
sign
Knotts
off
out
on
of
it.
there. Don Knotts isn't allowed there. You get out of here, Don. No way. Lindsay Lohan's taking this one over. Herbie fully loaded. Herbie fully loaded meets the Bad News Vampires.
To quote Captain Luke Picard, "Make it so." So
There you
I'll
go.
watch it.
I would definitely watch it. I've watched worse.
I don't know if I'd remember watching it, but I'd watch it.
Oh my God, we have to play the Frankensteins this Friday night. Frankensteins? There's only one of them. So
There's only one doctor. The other thing is the monsters, not even Frankenstein.
Who in my mind will always be Peter Cushing.
the Berryville Wolves are coming. Ah, it's a bunch of kid werewolves who are like, we're gonna knock it out of the park. See?
Oh man.
They're miniature gangsters.
Listen, moderator, you better start moderating, or I'm gonna keep going. With
No,
this.
no, no, no.
Last
I
Walter
want to see this
Hill
movie.
film,
I want to see
The
this movie happen. Like
Warriors.
the more I'm
Calm
thinking
down,
about it, I'm like, I'm damn near almost surprised that this did not happen in the 90s.
I'm telling you right now, what's going to happen is they're going to be playing the Montgomery Mummies. And what's going to happen is our craftiest vampire, his name is Hector, is going to take the baseball,
Hector?
tie it to the foot of the bandages on the pitcher. So when he throws the ball, there he goes. He's gone. Threw his whole bandages off.
Jesus.
Hijinks ensue.
This is starting to sound like a Bowery Boys horror ripoff movie.
Listen,
It sounds fun to me.
But they're
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kept Bela
This is-
Lugosi in money
this
for
is
a
it.
while.
This is it right here. Everybody wants to watch Monster Baseball.
That was
Monster Baseball.
Right,
that's what you
man.
call it.
Little
Monster
Monsters
Baseball.
League.
Right.
Little Monsters League. There you go.
Monster Baseball.
That sounds like a good cartoon from the 90s.
Mhm.
Little Monsters League.
Yeah.
It would be
A lot. We got a lot of good and weird in the 90s that I'm proud of. I'm very proud of. Maybe the man I am today.
The Gilman are going to have a father that's just kind of like he's divorced, father of three, comes in, supports the kids' team, and he's just pissed off all the time. Got a little beer gut. He's like, I used to swim down in the Caribbean. Now I'm here. Goddamn mother took all the goddamn money and my child support, alimony, all of it. I ain't got nothing left. The
I
movie
just
proceeds are
envision the
gone.
Gilman as Boomhauer.
Nope. Nope. Steve Gutenberg's getting a job in this. I don't know who he's going to be my announcer. Steve Gutenberg's going to be like, hey, you ever see Can't Stop the Music? I was in that
Oh,
movie.
God.
Would you have to have the dad
Wasn't
who
Harvey
lost everything
Keitel in that too?
Hey,
have the
guys,
dad
I
who
met
lost
Gregory
everything
Peck
be the,
once.
be the baseball coach?
Who?
The dad who lost everything. The dad you were just talking about, the lonely guy. Goes to support
Gilman?
his kid's
Yeah.
team. Yeah, him.
No, he's just one part of it.
He should be the
We're going
coach.
to get Vic Morrow back from the dead to lead the zombie team. So that's, we need him. Bad News Bear style. That's right.
Yeah.
Yelling at his kids. He's just
That'd
like,
be
shut
funny.
up, zombies, before I throw shit at you. And you're like,
I'm gonna
oh,
watch
man.
this movie. Now you got to make it happen.
he fucking verbally abuses them. You brainless fucking.
That's what Vic Morrow did in Bad News Bears to his team.
That's really he did. You're right. He did.
He was
Was
an
that, Billy,
asshole.
that was Billy Bob Thornton?
In the remake.
In the
It was
remake.
Yeah,
Billy
remake.
Bob Thornton played the Walter Matthau role in the remake.
Okay.
I forget who the Vic Morrow part was in the remake.
Okay.
Vic Morrow was the guy who died on Twilight Zone.
Oh,
So
damn.
he was, he was a big enough star in his own right.
Oh,
he had
yeah.
to come up and such. So,
Hmm.
like when he was in the Twilight Zone, that was a get. They got
Some
like
pretty
a
cool
Star-
European films for money.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna make this happen. What other monsters should I throw in there?
Do it.
Mainly vampires and
Are we sticking within the
zombies.
Universal horror
Gorgons.
thing?
No,
Is
we
it
can stick with
Gothic
anything.
horror
We
thing?
can have little Jasons running around and shit.
Mm.
They all have hockey masks on. They're like, you can't
Yeah.
have the wrong sport, you stupid idiots. They're
Medusa.
like, we're gonna go for a swim.
I want to
They
make
turn the other team's
a
stone.
remake of Reptilicus
I don't know what
and
that
make
is.
it worse.
Right? You can't have the reptile people in my movie. We already have Gilman. We already have enough green. All right.
Do I get some aliens?
I'm gonna have some Jurassic Park dinosaurs in there. It's gonna be great. She's like, why are we playing dinosaurs from Jurassic Park? I don't know.
Rabid Pokemon. Do not forget the rabid Pokemon.
Mick makes this movie.
Critters.
He
Critters.
puts it in a
yes.
film festival, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's exactly what critters are. Damn.
They're Pokemon before it was cool.
Yeah.
They're the Pokemon that try to catch you.
Try to catch you and do what?
Oh,
There's your clip for the week, Sturdy.
exactly.
Catch them all. Catch them all. What's next week? Are we spinning the wheel yet? Or
We're getting there. I'm looking up this freaking Reptilicus movie.
Oh, it's a Dutch kaiju film that is one of the worst kaiju films ever made.
Oh.
There are some pretty bad ones.
I have to see it.
I love it. I remember it being on television nonstop, but it's bad.
It's not the movie where it's a giant salamander, right?
Kind of like a giant salamander, and it spits like green slime.
I think I've seen that.
Oh, it's so horrible.
It is.
I gotta see it.
I might have seen that.
Around the same time, Gorgo is like one of the best kaiju movies. People have not seen it out of Britain.
That's that sounds interesting.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been in a mood watching like. I want to watch. Like I was thinking about watching Godzilla -1 again and shit.
With all the talk about the new one,
yeah, it got me going. I was like, damn, I want to start watching Godzilla again. Even the fucking Godzilla and Kong shit. It's entertaining.
Yeah, you should. I suggest people watch those. They're fun.
Yeah.
I want to watch that one again.
I will say this: with the way things are going, I'm kind of excited to see him fuck up New York.
Facts.
And I'm really curious what they're going to do with Shin Godzilla 2.
He's gonna be tower. He's gonna tower over the fucking Statue of Liberty. You know they're gonna have a scene him walking next to the fucking thing.
Like I said on another show, he steps on the White House.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be a ballroom of gold.
Or he could just
Godzilla stepping on the White House right now.
He could just do one blast
statement.
Just like in the -0, fucking end everything. Take New York City out.
Oh, that one was so good.
I honestly, I think it's the best Godzilla movie, in my opinion, so far. I like that one so much. It was like more. It was like kind of like I think, of course, a horror type.
I think Godzilla movies are always gonna get better.
Yeah,
because you have so much to fall back and look on to make a better movie.
Was it 50 years?
The technical jump just from Shin to -1 and just Shin in general. I mean, there's Godzilla that is coming out of Japan right now is a growing organism. The US Godzilla, you don't get that feeling. It's like because Toho wants to build its own universe, and I'm excited because I think we're going to see a lot of things revisited and given a certain reverence nobody ever thought it was going to be given.
I think that's the thing. Like it's beautiful you brought that up, but like in America, yeah, we know how to do franchises. Like the Japanese weren't trying to build a franchise. They were just building off the popularity of a character they truly love and adore. We are just trying to build, like, yes, there are fans who love and adore this stuff, but the people building it don't have the same affinity for like Marvel, DC, those characters, those franchises they're building. They're actively trying to build a franchise, not make the best movie. And then, all right, that did really well. Let's make the next best movie that fits in this. You know, it works with this. Like Godzilla, yeah, they built off of it. They planned things and stuff, but like it always came with the success of the last one, and it was always made with love.
Oh yeah, Godzilla is an icon not just of cinema, but an icon of meaning. You almost can't think of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and not think about the allegory that is Godzilla. So it is important for Toho to respect and maintain its legacy, where the US, it's like, dude, instead of just a hand, let's put King Kong in an all mecha suit. It's a different thing, but they're
King
both
Kong, Iron
entertaining.
Man.
It's just
Iron Man
Japan's
fucking-
got more in the line artistically.
Agreed.
Yeah. Now Godzilla, Japan made it. It's basically well, I don't know if Japan how they put it, but isn't Godzilla like basically balance, keeping balance on the earth?
No, that's the monster. That's the monster verse.
Verse.
The
Oh,
American
okay.
version's reasoning.
Okay.
Godzilla is a visual representation of the horror that we put onto Japan.
That's true.
with the
Yeah. Okay.
bombs.
Yeah.
That's literally what he is.
Mhm.
He's been built off, and the lore has been built up and changed and tweaked in Japan. But ultimately, he is a horror that was birthed out of nuclear weapons being created.
Hmm.
Birth
And that
out of
is-
our irresponsibility and a power that should only ever be held by a huge dinosaur-esque monster, not humans.
Now I see some. Is Godzilla a female or a male or both? Like,
It's a male.
okay.
Don't
I'm like, I
don't go
seen-
by the 1998 movie.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Don't
like-
go by the 1998 movie. Don't ever go by the.
Well, the thing is, we know he's into. He did suck a penis.
It sucked
before.
Megalarius's dick right off of him. He'd suck it. He caught it in the air and he ripped it off. It's because he was like, you know what? You gonna attack me? I'm
He's like-
Godzilla.
Godzilla's like, you can't rape me, motherfucker.
Mega Gagarius or whatever it is.
Oh, that shit was funny. That scene, I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, let me tell you. Like, as long as nuclear weapons exist, Godzilla needs to exist.
Oh yeah.
He is the perfect
Mhm.
representation of that
They
horror.
they even had like silly like fucking him dancing and shit. Like,
All right, listen. He was fighting. All right, those are his fight
Mhm.
poses.
Well, yeah, Godzilla,
Fight
there are
poses.
the silly movies, but also, what is it? Son of Godzilla is one of the greatest kids' films ever made. Like, it's like this film about anti-bullying. But you look at Smog Monster and things like that. Godzilla movies have made statements, but there's a certain point where Godzilla was soft in a way that like Gamera was. But still, he represented his core. You just made him, he was popular. So you made him a little softer or a lot softer.
But the themes have always been there.
The themes are always there. I mean, he was always fighting for us, but the idea almost was like, oh, at this point, he's kind of fighting out of guilt,
mhm.
Listen, you want to watch Godzilla do wushu?
Mm.
You need to watch him fight Ghidorah.
Oh, that was
He's gonna do some work.
such a fun journey. Thinking about that now because we're discussing it. That was such a fun freaking journey.
I
Going
wish
through
I
all
was
those
involved.
films. It was a long journey. It was a tough journey because we were also doing Star Wars and Star Trek at the same time, as well as this show here. But it was just a fun freaking journey. Like, yeah, go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. It was a great time, and it was my first time going through every single one of those films. Most of them by far was a first time watch for me, and it was just a great time.
They're just fun.
Great fucking time. Hell yeah.
I would enjoy maybe in the future doing something similar, but looking at specifically Inoshiro Honda's non-Godzilla kaiju efforts.
War of the
Because
Gargantuans is one of his, right?
Exactly. Mothra, Rodan, War of the Gargantuous, Mantango, Atragan, Gorath, Dagora. Amazing kaiju films that were Inoshiro Honda's and did quite well, but they were outside of Godzilla. So unless you're a hardcore fan, you really don't know about them.
And Mothra, that's my shit.
Mothra
I
is
love
amazing.
Mothra.
Yes, Mothra, another Inoshiro Honda.
So. And don't watch Godzilla versus the Thing. I was saying this to Casey earlier.
The US version.
Don't watch the US version. It's edited. Watch Mothra versus Godzilla. That
Zilla.
is the Japanese
Mhm.
version. It's beautiful. I love it.
It is gorgeous.
So that's my take on it.
Godzilla. Fucking love Godzilla, man.
All right.
But gonna dive into weekly rentals. I'm gonna pop up Johnny's movies really quick. He did send me a video because he let me know pre-show that he had to bounce. He had business to take care of, some comedic business to take care of. But here's his films.
Nice.
And here's his video.
Okay, so we're going to start with The Boys. The Boys, just like Daredevil Born Again, has been on a heater with its allegory in our real political world. It is a very good show. Still gross, still disgusting, but it is an hilarious, fun-filled time, as per usual, when you're watching The Boys. It's a really, really good season so far. I know it's a kind of divisive. Once they started to actually be more overt in their allegory, I know a lot of people have jumped off on it, but I still think the show is really good. The show is still a perfect 8 out of 10 for me. And when I say perfect, 8 through the 10 range for me is where you find a good, great, perfect range. So when I say perfect, it's not really me literally saying it's a perfect 10 out of 10, but I am saying it's a really good season of television. It's definitely worth the late fees. The next one is a new release that actually comes out tonight. I had the pleasure of seeing this at an advanced screening. It is Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2 is basically what a lot of critics been saying, and I'm going to just echo what they've been saying, which is that this film is what the first Mortal Kombat should have been. It's a very fun-filled time. Carl Urban is a great Johnny Cage. It's a great addition to Johnny Cage. I really think this is a really big step up from the first movie. I did not really care for the first movie, I'm be honest with you, because there was no tournament in this film called Mortal Kombat. But the second one, the tournament is there. It is really good. You have different landscapes, different world buildings. You have a great villain in Shao Kahn. I've never been a Shao Kahn guy in the games, but in the movie here, he's a very intimidating foe. Really good, fun B-movie time. And I would actually say this movie is definitely worth the late fees. It's a 7.5 out of 10, but the fun factor is why it's worth the late fees. This is a great, fun throwback to those old 90s action films. It's a great dose of nostalgia. Swapped. It is a animated film produced and starring Academy Award winner Michael B. Jordan and Juno Temple. It's a swapping movie, but they're animals this time who are swapping each other's consciousness. I really love the animation here. It's a nice, fun time. Definitely fun for the family. It's nowhere near the level of like a Pixar or a DreamWorks, but it's definitely probably on par with Illumination. Netflix has been really good with their animation. This is a nice little addition to their animation. They don't really have much to say other than it's a nice, fun time. 7 out of 10, not worth the late fees. And then Blade. It's a classic. Need I say more? Since we're talking about Nosferatu on here, and this is our second vampire movie after Dracula, and this is nice. And honestly, just bring back to a point that I mentioned in the show. It's nice to actually have back-to-back weeks where we're actually pairing the Dracula with Nosferatu, which it was a ripoff of Dracula, to the point where the Dracula estate, so the people, Bram Stoker estate, made them get rid of most of the copies for the original Nosferatu. That's a nice little fun fact that I mentioned earlier. This is a good movie. This is a good time. Blade's a classic. Black vampire. Really what got me into the vampires, kung fu, all of that. Really cool. Wesley Snipes is an iconic performance in this movie. Part of the reason why I'm able to be okay with vampires, because I know I can do a scissor kick right to the face and I'll be fine. Good movie. Highly recommend. Come on, it's freaking Blade. Yeah, so those are my picks.
Yay!
Very cool.
I think James lost connection, so Trevor, good sir, I got you coming up next.
Cool. Oh, where to begin? well, let's leave Nosferatu for Venice for last. Uh, I haven't been on for a few weeks, so I've seen a lot of movies, but these are a few that really stood out. The first is called The Revenge of Frankenstein from 1958. It's a direct sequel to the immensely successful Curse of Frankenstein by Hammer Studios. This time, Baron von Frankenstein, it literally begins where Curse left off. He's walking to the gallows, but Baron von Frankenstein reemerges uh, and is able to keep it somewhat of a secret, but he's so dastardly and is such a psychopath. He actually runs a clinic to take care of the poor, which is actually a organ and limb farming operation. So it's not just Great Hammer by Terence Fisher and written by the great Jimmy Spangler, but it is also some dark visions of Baron von Frankenstein. So after that, watched a film called Voices from Beyond. We'll jump over here. Voices from Beyond, which I had not seen because even though I'm a huge Lucio Fulci fan, his last 7 years or so were not that great. I had thought that maybe Demonia was the top of the list. But this film, which was his second to last film, gave him a 4-week shooting schedule, which was rare. It was also based on a short story that he had written for an Italian periodical when he was much younger. This film, if you're a fan of Lucio Fulci, it does have a lot of the Fulcidom that we loved from the core Fulci films. And it also has a very crimmy Mario Bava, Agatha Christie feel. I'm not even going into the plot because the plot is so fucking complicated, but it's the swan song for Fulci. So if you're a Fulci fan, Voices from Beyond is worth your time. Now let's talk about Faces of Death. Watching the new 4K edition of, yeah, I know it's and package for Faces of Death has been interesting because I remember when they were popular and I remember the knockoffs. But even though he died in 2019, the director, Alan Swartz, I believe, recorded several commentaries. And it was interesting because he started off in nature films, ended up being hired by somebody who was being paid by the Japanese to create a Mondo film. And part of the reason why he took it was he needed money because his mother was in the hospital with cancer. So this whole time that he's making this film, he's also dealing with that and also went through scene by scene. There is no animal that was purposely killed or anything. All the stuff is stock footage that was produced. And he stayed with the series because he wanted it to be as he was influenced by Mondo Cane, and Traces of Death and things like that started getting really, really violent, where there's a lot of references in the original Faces of Death that are like, and now you think it's weird to be a vegetarian, and it holds up very well in the Mondo catalog. So in short, it was a much more interesting view than I ever thought it would be. And I'll finish up this week with a truly horrible film that is monumentally bad. It's from 1989. It stars Klaus Kinski. His second role as Nosferatu, as Klaus Kinski played Nosferatu for Herzog back in 1979 in an unbelievably wonderful adaptation. This time it is for the director Augusto Caminito, and he only made 2 films. This was his last. It also features call-in performances by Christopher Plummer, and we all know Christopher Plummer takes any job. There's also call-in from Klaus Kinski, and there's also a call-in from Donald Pleasance. I don't know exactly how to explain this film, as it does try to stick to the Nosferatu concept, the Dracula concept, but I don't know what fucking time period it's supposed to take place in. Its flashbacks don't look anything like flashbacks. It's like you put people in period clothing, but everything around them is modern. It makes no sense. And in this particular version, for no apparent well, there is a reason, but it's really lame. Nosferatu just goes coming into Venice on a boat, standing there like this. I'm coming into Venice. And then you hear the Van Helsing character talk about all these horrible things. And it is, and also the Nosferatu of this Kinski version is like in heat all the time. And I sent Sturdy a clip from this film. Apparently, light has nothing to do with this particular incantation of Nosferatu, because there is this wonderful scene in which Nosferatu is pissed off and he's kicking a fence in the daylight to piss off dogs. This is how bad this film is. But with one other thing, the director made another film, and it's called Grand Hunters, and it's on YouTube, and it stars Klaus Kinski and Harvey Keitel. And I can trust you, I'm going to review that next week. And that's my goodies.
I got you
I had a
next.
lot to talk about this week.
That was hilarious. I like how you said it. I'm going to do those next week. But I got you next, Fade.
All right. So let me start off with K-pop Demon Hunters. So this is a second time watch for me. The reason I watched it again, my wife was sitting there and I was like, do you want to watch anything? And she really loves K-pop Demon Hunters. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll find it. It's good. It is a fun.
It's fun.
Movie.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie. That song Golden, that took off like fucking like Frozen song. But yeah, so that is basically they make they sing to fight demons and make a what would you call that? Not a seal.
A polycule?
Yeah, I don't know what they call it, but it blocks from the demons coming into the world, and she's part demon. Didn't tell her friends and stuff, so yeah, there's a little thing going. Then there's a little love thing. She's falling in love with that Sasha character, but it's just a fun K-pop thing. I thought it was cool they mixed K-pop with a fucking like a fighting like demon movie. It was an interesting take. But it's fun. I'm going to give this a 7.
Worth the late fees?
I would say, yeah, especially if you have kids. Like,
okay,
it's a fun movie to play. The songs are catchy.
Okay, that's fair to
All
say.
the faces on the characters, the females, when they're like eating and shit, they make those like cartoony faces. I love it. I laugh. Yeah, it makes me laugh.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's one. So now, pizza movie. I watched this because Chris and Mick watched it, and they're like, "You got to see this." So this is basically Harold Kumar.
Don't dumb it down for that.
I'm not going to dumb it down.
No, you can say, "Hey, it's in the same vein," but it is not the same movie.
Listen, I'm going to tell you what's better than Harold Kumar with this. I like the drug where they had 6 stages. Or 5.
The whole premise of the movie?
It was so fucking funny. And they're like panicking because they didn't want a hallucination of getting fucked in the ass with a chainsaw. I'm like, this is bonkers, but it was
probably an
fun.
overrated hallucination.
It was fun.
It
was funny. The characters, Stranger Things kid, and
as long as you slap something on that chainsaw.
Who's the other kid? From the middle? Is that from the middle?
No, he's from the Goldbergs.
Goldbergs. That's right, Goldbergs. Fucking, they worked. The characters worked. It was funny. I'm gonna get this a 7.5.
How about them late fees though?
I would say you gotta go on a weekend if you're like doing a little drinking or smoking. Yeah, you'll throw this in again before taking it back. You know, like let it be a day late. I say a day late. I wouldn't say I'll keep this shit for a week.
Hey, listen, a day or 2 days. Listen, a late fee is a late fee. It just adds up. A late fee.
But yeah, that's basically the only movies I watched because I've been really busy lately with going to the office every day and shit. So I've been slacking on movies.
But Mr. Manhattan, Mr.
I'll show you how this is done. All right. Do this. All right. First up, we bought a zoo. Cameron Crowe movie. I love Cameron Crowe. I will watch Cameron Crowe movies all day long. This is a beautiful story. It sees a man with a family after his wife dies, decides to buy a rundown zoo, and he has to fix it up if he wants it to work. And he needs it to work if he wants to make his money back that he just drained into the zoo. It's a beautiful story where there's a lot of human connection, and honestly, the connection between the animals is beautiful as well. I absolutely, this is one of those tearjerker movies that you're going to get into that I think is nice, sentimental, but with a Cameron Crowe flair where you really understand and these characters are human and you enjoy them. Next up on the list is going to be, I don't know because I forgot what I put up there, but I think I saw Fracture. Good one. This is a good one. It's a cat and mouse game between two characters played by Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling plays a young hotshot DA who almost never loses, and he hates to if he does. And Anthony Hopkins plays a genius engineer who decides to try and kill his wife and then set up a whole elaborate plan to get himself out of prison, and it works, but it does it such a beautiful way. This has one of the best twists at the end of the movie. I don't want to give away too much. That's why I'm being elusive in what I'm saying about it, because it really is. This isn't a high octane, intense thriller. This is a thriller that depends on acting. It depends on these characters' chemistry and how well they play off of each other, and they all do it fantastically. Next up, I think, was The Devil Wears Prada 2. I got to go and see this. There's going to be a full review of it, and you guys should check it out too if you like the first one. I was blown away by the first one. I thought the first one was a fantastic story. A lot of people polish it, look at it because it's so polished and just kind of write it off. You shouldn't. It's a well-told story based on a book that is very good as well. And this is well acted. The chemistry is really well done. The themes are there. Everything works. Now, when it comes to the sequel, it follows up beautifully, has some really nice themes. I really like seeing these characters come back. My only thing is, I think this one played it a little too safe. So I liked it overall. You can check out my full review on that, what I mean by it. It's worth watching if you're a fan of the original. I say definitely watch the original if you like movies. The sequel, if you like the first one, you should check out the second one. They match up nicely, especially 20 years apart. But the second one is it just plays it a little safe, to kind of get by. But it does have some good themes, and the acting's there, and the chemistry's there, so it works. Lastly, one of my all-time favorites of all time, there's a classic film review up on our channel for it. It is the first movie we ever did for Classic Film Review, and that's The Searchers, directed by John Ford, starring John Wayne, Jeffrey Hunter, and the cavalcade of John Ford players in this movie. It's one of his quintessential best. The man won 4 Best Directors Awards, still the highest amount of Best Directors Awards ever, and he never won one for a Western, which he was most famous for. Yep. This being one of them. The landscapes in this alone. There are filmmakers today who need green screen to try and capture what John Ford could do with a camera outside. Mm-hmm. And you can bitch and moan all you want and say, well, it was his landscapes. Go watch The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. But whatever. Mm-hmm. This movie sees John Wayne play a real racist. I know, not a far stretch from the man in life, but this is a very different character. He was really acting in this, and I got to give him credit. Early on, John Wayne did act. And in this movie, he was bringing an amazing performance. He is sort of the villain of this movie, but he plays him and Jeffrey Hunter play a pack who are going to find their niece who was stolen in a when his family was wiped out by a Comanche tribe, and so they go hunting for her and the tribe that did it, and it takes years. It's this sort of like disturbed view at these men who are obsessed with finding their niece and this tribe and why. So I think that is they both have different reasons for wanting to find them. John Wayne wants to kill her. Jeffrey Hunter does not. Jeffrey Hunter was also the original Captain Pike on Star Trek in the original series. So it was cool. You see him in here when he was much younger before that started. I do urge everybody, if you do like great movies, another tidbit I found while watching this is David Lean regularly watched this movie to get how to shoot landscapes when he was getting ready for Lawrence of Arabia, because they were so important. And John Ford, in my opinion, was the best at it. So
Nice.
I agree.
All worth the late fees.
Nice.
I don't actually know if they are all, but I'm just going to say they all are because I'm a movie guy and I'm always have late fees, and that's always going to. But I do rewind
when necessary. Same. But yeah, we I don't know if I have late fees this week or not. So this first film is called I'm gonna try to sound it out because it's an Indonesian film.
Okay.
Bear wagon.
I don't know if that's how it's we'll call it that. Pear wagon. I don't know if that's what it's called or not. But forgive me for that. But that movie there, basically, it's a demonic. You have a demonic. It's another demonic possession type of film where this time it's passed down. Like the mother goes ill, the father dies, which he dies in a wild way. Which you guys should definitely check it out. James, you would enjoy this movie, I believe. But anyway, like this, the reason why the curses on this family, these demonic curses on this family, the demons after this family, is because the grandfather of the family pretty much sold his soul for riches, so his family could be rich, this, that, and the third, and eventually that shit catches up. And there's actually a lot of cool twists and turns. I don't want to spoil this movie for anybody until you guys go watch it. It'd be different if we were reviewing it on
I
here.
might have seen this.
But I believe I watched it over on AMC Plus, and it was a good movie. It's like I said, it's an Indonesian film, so you're gonna need subtitles. And again, if you don't like movies with subtitles, I still say whatever your favorite genre is of film, find that genre of film, and then go check it out in a different country, and you may really, really enjoy it. Sometimes you gotta find the right genre, find the right movie for you. It's not just because it's in foreign, not just because it's in another language you have to read. It's just because it's not something you're not really into. But this is definitely worth a watch for me. I would say it is worth the late fees. I would definitely watch it again because I know there's probably some things that I missed. I wasn't super crazy on the way it ended, but at the same time, overall, it was still a good time. I'd probably give it a 7 overall. And then what did I do?
I did look up the phrase. You want me to? It's Parawagan. Parawagan. Parawagan.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
And then back to 1999. I had to do it. Spider-Man Unlimited. I actually started last night, and I watched a few more episodes today. I got about maybe 4 or 5 episodes in. It's only one season, 15 episodes. I remember back in the day watching this, and I remember being so freaking excited watching this shit, like, and then being so mad when it got canceled. When it was, I'm like, why? That was such a great card. It was so cool. It was so awesome. It's had the third. Watching it as an adult, watching it as like a grown adult 40-year-old who understands just anything, just understands life better, but understands as far as, you know, film better, shows better, all that kind of stuff. I understand a hell of a lot better. Storytelling better. It's not that good. It's not like, I don't regret watching it. I am gonna watch it, and I would possibly watch it again, maybe one more time. But it's not like it's not something you want to rush back to. But I think the way shows were looking, especially like animated shows, cartoons and stuff like that, we're looking back in 99. Spider-Man was getting into that look of you know like when there's that popular look of, and it goes all through movies, shows, cartoons, and everything. There's that popular look of something for a certain era. It could be for a couple of years, whatever.
Kind of the
Yeah.
Eon Flux look.
Yeah, everything was tech noir.
Yes. And I mean, we basically have it with fucking Batman Forever with some of it, or maybe evolving from what that was because it came out. Wait, whatever year that came out, I can't remember now. But with the neon shit and all that weird, we're gonna get to that Saturday. But that, like, they had that in this, and it just he is on another Earth, which doesn't bother me, but it just still doesn't feel right, and it doesn't feel it feels Spider-Man-y still because he's still silly, still has his jokes, but it's just that weird. I think it may be more the visuals than anything that's getting me out of it. I don't know. Maybe it's a story too.
There's a lot happening too. Like a lot of
Yeah.
scenes are like walking.
It's all over the place. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't even care about the flying vehicles. That reminds me of Star Wars. That doesn't bother me one bit. But it's just, it's weird because again, it's that weird 99, early 2000s kind of, like you were just saying, what you were saying, like that kind of look. And that shit didn't carry over. At least not for Spider-Man. Not for Spider-Man Unlimited. Not for me. In my opinion, it did not carry over. But what I will say though is, if I was watching it on a TV on that kind of work when it came out, and that kind of what's the word I'm looking for, Mick? Like when it came out, that look, the technology was when it came out. If I had a TV that had that and can play that, maybe it'd be more enjoyable because it would look better on that TV.
But that type of TV was heavy as fuck, and I'm glad they don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very true. Very, very true.
Too much resolution is not forgiving.
But
I think people forget that, and there are certain things that should not be in 2 or 4K.
I don't know. It just gave me that vibe, and again, it could just because of the era that we were in, the era we were living in, the age I was, and the time it was. Because maybe I would have liked it at my age now if I was at this age back in '99. But again, with the way everything looked then, it wouldn't have been as bad as, you know what I mean, this many years later. 27 years later? But yeah, it's a fun watch. Mick, I would say if anything, maybe check it out with your kids. They might like it.
I gotta retire things. If I'm watching any Spider-Man series,
1994.
Yeah, it's gonna be the animated series.
I'm excited for Spider Noir.
Yeah, well, no, but like that's newer. What I mean is like if I'm going back and looking at any series, like I am picking and choosing what my kids are watching from back in the day. Like if they want to go back and watch the Spider-Man series, go for it. I won't tell you no, but like if they're asking me, like right now, I'm very close to getting Jack to watch the Batman and the animated series, which is the quintessential, in my opinion, in terms of animated series. Yeah, it is perfect in my opinion. And I cannot wait. And like it was so hard to push because it's like, it's from when you were a kid, it's not gonna be as good. And I'm like, it still holds up. But watching these Batman movies with him now and these Superman movies, he's like, I want to check that out. So like I want to just open the door at that point and then just be like, go. Hopefully he takes to it, but
I think he will.
I mean,
it may take a second watch for him, maybe, but I think he will, because what that cartoon did that I feel was so well is in a weird way, Batman was the ultimate family show.
Yeah, he does like the Batman Forever Batmobile though, so I kind of hate him right now.
Well, he doesn't know any, but he's
don't really hate him.
I know that. I'm still always gonna stick up for the J man.
Make you think he'll be into Batman Beyond?
Yeah, eventually but I think he needs Batman in an animated series. So because that's Superman the animated series. That's the Justice League Unlimited. And it opened up a door to a lot of amazing
and I mean
animated movies.
It turns it into, I mean, if you just going back to the Batman the animated series, and also from that you can go to Batman Beyond after that if you want to, because the series literally goes, I mean, not verbatim like that, but it goes right to that. And then you have
the end of the Batman the animated series, or not Batman the animated series, Justice League is that Batman episode with Batman Beyond. That's the last episode of that series.
My kids were raised a little bit of a different Batman because the 60s show, Burt Ward and Adam West, was a go-to if we couldn't figure out what to watch. So we watched a lot of that. That's still to this day my favorite outside of the comic book version of Batman. I know it's stupid fun, but it did play a huge role in my childhood, and it played a pretty significant role in my kids. So that's the one that I have the most fun revisiting.
We've watched it, and like he likes it. Like I like it too. Like the 60s Batman is a really fun introduction to Batman in a lot of ways. And you know, we just he remembered too as we were watching the 66 Batman movies, like, yeah, I remember this from the show, and then, you know, because we had seen some episodes. I think it's imperative though, if you want your kids to get into comic books, maybe they're not in yet. Like some kids are easy. You give them a comic book, they read it, and then they're attached. Some kids need to like get into it, like they're more visual, especially with screens today. Everybody's on the screen. I think watching Batman the Animated Series and a show like that, where it's serialized and every week, like there's a connection, like it plays like a comic book. And to me, I feel like that kind of opens up that door. And it's not just that series, but a lot of those in the 80s, 90s, like they started to kind of follow more of a comic book sort of format.
I do want to say
more reverence for the subject material at that point.
You could get away with
before that. It was like, oh, just comic book crap. Oh my God, Superman man made that much money.
But 60s Batman matches the motif of what 1960s comic book Batman was.
Yeah, but that's what makes that show so special. Well,
nobody's saying it's not. I'm just saying, like, for me, comic books, especially in that change in the 80s, especially with the Dark Knight Returns, I feel like to get them into comic books, it's not going to be more of the cartoonish early days. It's going to be a lot of the storylines that got a little bit darker.
Yeah,
and Marvel was always good for that.
Oh yeah,
I do want to give Spider-Man some props.
Aaron, can I say something real quick?
What's up?
It's going to be unprofessional, but I got to bounce. My dog has to go to the bathroom really bad. She's about to bark, and I don't want all the barking on the screen. So
you're good. You're good.
Have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Good to see you, sir.
Have a good one, man. Peace. That was one of the most professional things James has ever done. It's being professional. That's unprofessional in his brain. Like, listen, guys, I'm about to be real professional right now and excuse myself so I can take care of business so I don't upset anybody on the show. Professional
that was
James.
Adorable, actually.
James will just say some wild ass shit. He's a little confused, guys. We'll get. He's getting there though. He's getting there. But no, I was gonna say about the Ultimate Spider-Man though. What I do want to give it props for is that whole it has that same comic book feel that the other ones mentioned, to where it even does like you know, some cartoons will have like kind of the page turn, or if it's not necessarily a page turn, it'll be like the stamp of like what's going on next on the cartoon, but it'll be like a little comic book type of writing to it. You know what I mean? It does that throughout the series, which I do appreciate, and I don't hate it. I just don't love it, and I wish I did love it. Like I was so excited to watch it, because another funny thing about that, which I would have thought of earlier, was I'm like, damn, I haven't seen this in years. I've been meaning to watch this for years. I've been looking for it for years, and it's finally on. Well, I'm not gonna mention the name because they're not paying me, but yeah, it's finally over there, and I'm like, yeah, excited. I put it on last night. I watched the first episode. I'm just like, this is not what I remembered. You know what it is too? For some reason, I thought there was a lot more, and I was wanting this, which is gonna sound crazy. I'm sorry, Mick, because it does have a cyberpunk feel, but I wanted more of like a neon feel tied with it, more neon, and they didn't have that. Maybe it's later on in the episodes, but from how I remember, there's like a lot of neon stuff going on in some stuff. But
well, it sounds like you wanted something stupider than what you got.
I did. And I'm upset that I didn't get that. Like, I guess I wanted what they did with Batman Forever and Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah.
When it comes to the visuals, at least. But speaking of Batman Forever, because we are going to wrap this one up very, very soon, I might as well plug Popcorn and Pints while we're talking about Batman Forever. We're going to be reviewing Batman Forever and Superman 3 with Mick's uncle getting carried by Superman, flown away right there. That's going to be a fun time. It's gonna be. I'll say this. It's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun episode. It's gonna be a fun conversation. I do not remember the Superman film, but Batman. That's not gonna be a fun watch. That's not gonna be a fun rewatch. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'll bitch about it on Saturday.
What'd you say?
I'll bitch about it on Saturday.
Same. But it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. But really quick, make sure you guys go check out Fade Theory. Yes, he had to run. But go check him out. Go check out Johnny Loves Movies. Go check out Worst Damn Gamer Ever. He also has some technical difficulties. And then make sure you check out Ambassador Media. Make sure you check out the Scene Snobs every Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time.
Are you spinning the wheel?
Yeah, I'm going to spin the wheel right after this, though.
Oh.
Just some people where to find us all. 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Mondays. Every Monday at 8. They're doing their final tour. The band is breaking up.
We're just retiring. We're just finishing. We're closing out.
This is my story, Mick. The band is breaking up. I'm gonna tell you why too. Let you know a little secret. I'm not gonna say which one, but one of them just wants to lay on the beach.
Hopefully somebody will roll me back in.
Watch movies with his chest out.
That's right.
That's all he wants to do. And sip on, I don't know what type of drink he wants to sip on. Maybe mimosas. I have no idea. Maybe it switches every day.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to live that life after leaving this. I've made my millions in podcasting.
Oh, because shenanigans is going to start. Now you can focus on shenanigans more.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's why he's retiring. It's his shenanigans takeover.
Just the podcast. We'll still be doing content.
Yes. The content will still be there with the podcast. You know, it's that time. And it happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
You gotta go. Got a little too loud. People don't want you around no more. You gotta go.
Yes.
They were being evicted, so we're out.
Yep. But it was a great run. And it's gonna be a great time on the way, the way marching down to that last day. But we'll see what happens, people. We will see what happens.
I'll tell you, once I learned how to stop giving a fuck, this is some of the best podcasting we've ever done.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have a good time with it.
Yeah.
Gotta have a good time with it. But we're gonna let you guys know what's coming up next week as we spin the wheel. Then we're gonna get out of here. And this is what we will be reviewing next Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on Horror with Search 30. If you're watching us live, Sturdo Vision. But anywhere you listen to us, Horror with Search 30. Now let's get this wheel going, so we can be gone. We'll get out of the lovey-dovey stuff, so James can stop crying and leaving. Let's see what we got. Oh no, it was close though. Is this Dangerous Animals, Mick? Is this Dangerous Animals?
I don't know. I can't tell so far.
You have 20/20 vision.
I'm wearing glasses.
That's just to look cool.
The
ugly stepsister. I've been wanting
I
to
know
see
nothing about this.
I wanted to see this, so Sturdy's happy about that one. The ugly stepsister. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a good watch. I hope. But it is gonna be a fun time. But we are gonna get on out of here, people. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all in the comments. Appreciate you all, watching it or listening to it down the road. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and just let everybody that loves horror know about Horror with Search 30. That being said, I'll see you in your night.